Hi there, welcome back to my little corner, the gathering place where friends become family. Project number 1, I will be using one of these wired pumpkins, some of this nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, this black rope from Walmart, and only the buffalo ribbon for the bow. I'm going to use about 8 of these nautical ropes, but it just depends how tight of a fit you want on your pumpkin. It's how many more nautical ropes or black rope you want to add. And for this bottom part, I used full ropes. And for the center part, I used the black. Not quite the whole black rope because I still needed to cut out a piece to wrap it around the stem. And for the top part, I used 4 nautical ropes as well. I'm not sure how to explain this, but the way I'm threading or weaving is in and out and up and down. I guess it's better seen than said. I really like the way this turned out. And now we're just going to add the finishing touch. I'm going to make a bow, a 4-loop bow. And then I add like 2 extra tails for the bow. What do you guys think? It turned out really cute, didn't it? So for project number 2, I bought a couple of pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, this material, and some buffalo check socks from the Dollar Tree as well. I took the stem off this pumpkin as well as the material. I'll be using them in a future project. I will be using one of these socks to cover this pumpkin, and as thick as it is, it kind of requires for me to open this hole a little bit wider and a little bit more deeper so that when I insert the edge of my sock, it goes in completely. Check out this next idea. Does it look familiar? Yes, of course. I did this idea in almost all my fall videos. So I said, what the heck, why not? Let's bring it back to this one. So what we're doing is we're not only bringing back this idea, but I'm bringing back the basket from my very first fall video. If you have not yet seen how I made this, go ahead and check out that video. This is kind of sort of a special request. I was asked to stuff it with something. All right, so I am a little bit guilty. On my first video where I made this pumpkin basket, I was supposed to put a candle, but because I already had wired shut the baskets, I was too lazy to put the candle back in. So I decided to bring it back onto this video and show you how it would look with 2 pumpkins in it. And I think it turned out really cute. So for this next project, we are going to use some blocks, these 2 boxes, some green raffia, and some thin buffalo print check ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm gluing it this way because I want to take it apart for a future project. I could also leave it like this and make a planter out of it. I'm going to add some water or add some of this Territorial beige acrylic paint into water so that I can give it like an old rustic look, and at the same time we're giving it somewhat of a pumpkin shape. Now I'm just gluing my blocks together to form a stem for my pumpkin. And then I'm just going to stain it with that same watered down acrylic paint. Followed by that green raffia that I will form into a bow. And then finalizing this piece by adding some of that buffalo check print ribbon that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I really love the way this turned out, and I also like the way the raffia covered the top holes. It turned out gorgeous. Anyways, all my pieces turned out beautiful, but this one was my all-time favorite. So for project number 4, I could have edited to show you the second project as the first intended one. But I want you to see behind the scenes what happens when we're not too happy with a craft and we kind of take it apart and recreate it into something else. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the steps to show you the first intended one, and then you're going to see how I took it apart and recreated a second project, which I think turned out really cute. This was supposed to be a double-sided sign. On the other side, it's the original that says Home Sweet Home. And on this side, it was going to be the Spanish version, Hogar Dulce Hogar. Another thing that happens behind the scenes is all the mess-ups that end up working out. For example, this buffalo print paper, I traced it out the wrong way, but I ended up gluing it and it worked out because it shows part of the board. And if you see the original side, it does show a little bit of the board on the sides of the sign. And then just to help it out to look more a little bit worn out, I added some of that Territorial beige acrylic paint. I guess it did turn out nice, but I wasn't comfortable with it. I knew I had to redo it. So I took it apart and made 3 single signs, keeping the Spanish version of Home Sweet Home. I was able to keep this buffalo print paper on there. It didn't damage in any way. And because I like the way the original side looked with the white background, I decided to put the white background, which kind of worked out for these black letters. I'm going to use 3 of those building blocks to create some stems for these pumpkins, and I painted them with that Territorial beige paint. It would have been nice if I would have had some small letter stickers on hand, but it's okay. I went ahead and printed them out with the black Sharpie. Now that my blocks are dried, I'm gonna go ahead and glue them on just to start giving my sign that little pumpkin look. We mustn't forget to cover the part where we were holding these blocks while they were being painted. Now I'm just creating a bow out of a leftover Hawaiian skirt that I had. And boy, did I have a lot of this left over. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it onto the stem, and I'm also gonna glue on a sunflower that I glued a leaf onto that I was going to use on a previous project, but I thought it would look cute on this one. I'm kind of debating whether I want to hang these guys up or stand them up, so I went ahead and added a block to the back for now and have them standing up. I might add some jute rope and hang them up. Alright guys, before we go, when I came back from a little break that I took after I finished these guys, I ended up cutting the corners from that white paper. You don't see it here or at all because I didn't film it. I totally forgot to. But anyways, this is what they turned out to look like. I think they came out really cute. I totally love them. And I'm glad that I was able to share with you some of the things that happens behind the scenes. And for me, it's not only all that, but I have to dodge noises, background noises, such as people having conversations, the maintenance with the leaf blowers, dogs barking, birds chirping, garbage truck coming around, footsteps from our neighbors, cars driving by, airplanes, oh my God, you name it. And I notice these noises because when I'm going over my videos, I can hear them in the background. So I try to disguise these noises by adding music in the background and actually uploading videos without voiceovers. Alrighty, with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me here. And if you have not already subscribed, go for it. Give me some thumbs up because I'm here to stay. And see you guys on the next one.